Hey guys, Rich Otigo here, back with another flip through video, this time the Walt Simonson Thor run. I've been, I've had the idea of doing this video in my head now for, well, really since the channel started. Yeah, and just haven't gotten around to doing it. Needed to do the Flash, Barry Allen Flash run first, and then haul videos got in the way, but regardless, now is the time. It's a Friday night, baby's asleep, so let's do this. So the Walt Simonson run is really the first run that I've ever sought out the complete run for. I definitely collected like G.I. Joe before Thor, and I do have, big chunks of that. But this run of Thor, and then even after Walt Simonson left the title, I kept going with Thor. He's my first comic book love, I guess you'd say. And it really does sort of come down to Walt Simonson, his writing, his art, first and foremost, and then just his take on, the Norse mythology within the Marvel Universe, and, creating a super awesome character such as Better Ray Bill. So I figured I'd just take a few minutes here and run through the flip through of all the Walt Simonson Thor issues. So let's get going. He started off with issue 337, and yeah, we'll just go from there. 338, and I'll make comments as we go. 339, that's one of my favorite covers. Sorry for any glare, it's late at night, so I don't get the natural sunlight to kind of diffuse the lighting in here. 340. 341. I've been tempting myself over the last several years to reread this run. It's been quite a while since I've popped open any of these bags and boards. Hand of Death. Some of these covers, like this one, really is quite amazing. Just the detail in all the creatures there attacking Balder. 345. This one, 346, is interesting to me just for the anatomy that Simonson drew for this cover. I always found that one interesting. Thor's arm straight up. 347. 48. And here again, this is one of my favorite covers. Issue 350. Basically any cover with Better Ray Bill is going to be one of my favorite covers. I believe that may be one where he took a break. Someone else did it. 353, and now 354. So this, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this was the very first issue of Thor that I ever bought, or rather my dad bought me. If memory serves, we were at just a local bookstore, and I believe I was browsing the spinner racks at the time, and I landed on this. And I don't know what drew me to Thor over any of the other titles on the spinner rack, but this one definitely had something, and my dad let me buy it. So from this, this was really the spark. This was really the beginning of my love for Thor. And from this issue, I'd go on to collecting and reading Thor for many years after that. 355. 356. I believe that one is another different artist, different writer. 57. 358. Again, any cover with Better Ray Bill on it is a good cover by me. Simonson's Loki I found to be really intriguing as well. This cover always interested me because of the undead. Chariot 361. Of course, 362. And 363 with the Secret Wars 2 tie-in, I guess. Oh yeah, continues in this issue. So let me get these out of the way. And now we get into some of the ones that the more oddity storyline here. 364, Thor as a frog. 365. 366. That one's an awesome cover. 367, this is where Thor starts growing a beard, which I have no issue with. 368. 369. 370. I believe this is another interim issue. 371. For some reason, this guy always reminds me of like the Judge Dredd 2000 AD universe, like something that would come out of that. And then this for me is another iconic cover, the 25th anniversary issue 373. I love that cover. I'm taking a moment to take that in. 374, 375, 376. And then I think out of all the covers Simonson did, and all the sort of characters and ideas that he brought to the table, this has to be one of my, if not my favorite cover, and my favorite Thor, issue 378, the bearded Thor in his battle suit. I don't know what it is about his battle suit, but I absolutely love the design of it. And if you're not familiar, I believe he's in the battle suit because at some point, I think maybe Hera or Hela made his bones so brittle that he needed like basically a battle suit to fight in, or else he would break all of his bones. And then you have the iconic Fin Fang Foom. And this one is one of my favorite covers as well. Just the imposing gaping into the mouth of the big giant dragon, lizard. I don't know. It's been a while since I've read these. And then 381. And finally, giant size 300th anniversary issue 382. This is Simonson's last issue on the run. And after this, I believe Ron Friends takes over. And I'll probably do a video of his Thor run as well, at least a lot of his later run when like Eric Masterson becomes Thor. I'm missing several issues in between the end of Walt Simonson and that run. But yeah, that was sort of a quick flip through of the Walt Simonson run of Thor. This is, when you talk about like desert island books, or what would you, if you only had to save one box of comics, which would they be? I know I talk a lot about Superman, I know I talk a lot about Flash, but really this box of Walt Simonson and all of my other sort of mid 90s Thor would definitely be one of the couple boxes that I could probably carry out of my house if it was on fire, or if I needed to get rid of all other comic books, this would be one that I kept. Like I said, I need to sort of go back and read through this run again, and hopefully recapture the spark of what made it great for me all the way back when I first started collecting it. But yeah, otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this cover flip through, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Got some more stuff coming up, but until then, take care, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.